If you've been putting off buying that new MX gear or you're just looking for some new daily MX related clothing, then head on over to fxrracing.com. Code MXPR_Lins15 at checkout will give you 15% off all motocross and lifestyle products. This code is applicable to the European, Swedish, and Norwegian websites, not Canada or the USA. And whilst I've got your attention, you may as well subscribe to the channel. It's just one click of a button and it puts a big old smile on my face. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Oh, well, this is all very pretty, isn't it? How very, very cute. Oh, actually, what race is this? Oh, we've got a bit of Bud's Creek action. Charlie's best friend, Hunter Lawrence, in the lead there. So, welcome back, guys. Welcome to another video. I hope you're all doing well today. We are going to be covering a new track, which may or may not be released, which I know is a bit of a weird thing to say coming into a video. So first of all, this track is called Evergreen Essex. It is a fantasy supercross compound inclusive of 2 tracks, and it is created by the Dirt Push Collective. The terrain and environment was created by J-Gas, and the texturing was done by Jay Mertz. Jay Mertz also being one of the main people covering the factory bikes. And for this video, I've ditched the 450 and we're going 250 life, which should be interesting. We're going to see how that goes. Apparently, there's some like big quad lines available on these tracks, so we may or may not be able to do them on the 250, but I thought we'd be a little bit more tame today and see how it goes. So there is 2 tracks in this compound overall. There is a slightly shorter track, which is inspired by 90s style ones with a bunch of, you know, like tighter corners, long whoop section, and lap times are about 1 minute 10 to 1 minute 15. And then there is a slightly bigger one, which I'm guessing is this one that I'm on right now. This track feels pretty damn big, which is basically double the length at around 2 minutes or so. Now, some key points for this. Apparently, it's got a very, very interesting feature around the start, which I'm definitely going to go and try out at some point, where they've built a slight mound, which kind of rests either underneath you or on your back wheel. We'll go over and venture and have a look. But apparently it makes you stop, well, it stops you wheeling. So essentially acts like a Holeshot device. So you can full power it in second gear on a 450 and not do a backflip, which I think is very, very cool. It's something that I think this game struggles to replicate quite a lot with how the traction values work. And that turns to the left. That's really embarrassing. I'm so sorry. Now, you may already be thinking that some of the berms look a little bit funky in terms of their shape. However, I believe that is by design. Apparently, they didn't want to have kind of, you know, the massive NASCAR ovals in every corner that you can just get the bike cranked over on and rail. They wanted to encourage people to kind of like swing out wide and cut down or go up the inside of people, just to try and encourage passing a little bit more, because I feel like Supercross can be a little bit follow the leader sometimes. So I'm not against that. I'm really not. And it'd be interesting to see how it plays out overall. In terms of like jumps, faces and things like that, it covers or uses the same jump templates from Finn's Farm Supercross. So I know I've done at least 2 videos on that track. It's a Supercross track that I did spend a lot of time on because I took part in the Papiti servers Finn's Farm Supercross like hot lap challenge. I think I ended up second in that overall. I was having some server issues, so I ended up not being able to kind of challenge the lead on the last day. So I did have to kind of admit defeat and end up in P2 there. But this, I've not even flown around yet. Let's have a fly around and see what's what. Okay, so yes, I was definitely over on that longer track, which is about 2 minutes or so. And then we have the shorter track over in this direction. Does that... I mean, they both look very similar. No, this one on the right is definitely bigger. What I do want to do, let me just have a quick fly above, make sure there's nothing hiding off in the trees at all. I don't think so. I think it's nice and clear. J-Gas, who sent me this track, did say that they've got like a reshade preset for it as well. However, I don't run reshade in my game anymore, so I'm not able to utilize it. Let's have a look to see what this start stuff's all about. I'm wondering if it's just like the tiniest little bit that you can't even see. I can't see it there. Where's the start of this one? Let's fly over here. I see what they mean. So yeah, I don't know if YouTube will make that out very well. There is a hump here. So I'm guessing if I was to load this track rather than the one over there, we'd be put on this gate right here. So I'm guessing your back wheel rests on top of it, so it points you downwards slightly, which then stops the front wheel come out. That is very, very smart thinking. So I'm actually going to go back to spinning some more laps on this big track on the 250. And then once we've done that, we will go over to the second track over here, but do it on a 450, and we'll do a test start just to see if that theory is correct, that you don't do any backflips coming out the gate. Yeah, I definitely have a love-hate relationship, I think, when it comes to longer Supercross tracks. I really enjoy them because it takes quite a long time to learn them well and perfect them and know all the different rhythms within them. But then I hate them because they take a really long time to learn and learn all the rhythms and be good at them. Because when I'm trying to show the tracks off for you in videos, I like to already be good at a track, or I like a track that's fairly easy to pick up. Whereas I think this track that I'm on right now, the longer of the two, I think this track's actually going to be quite a difficult one. As you can see, trying to learn what room sections I can triple into, which ones I can quad into, it can be a little bit tricky sometimes. They've definitely got a nice little tyre tap there. This looks quite easily quadable into the corner, and I'm just keeping an eye up on my map too. Those whoops seem fairly easy, fairly straightforward. There's a big old booer. Jesus! Oh my lord, I didn't expect that to send me so high. That is the finish line that I've just noted as well. So now we get a test, actually. We'll see how long this lap time takes, even though we're probably going to crash a whole bunch. Slow down, I need to try and get used to these new shaped berms. And I'm over. Oh my god, this isn't going well at all. Right, come on, Linz, lock in. We're turning around to the left, little double there. Ace it slightly, but that's fine. Now, I believe this is a big old triple. It is, and then I want to go triple into here, not go too fast. I didn't go fast enough. God damn it, right. So this, is this a whoop section? It's kind of like a rollery, whoopy type vibe. Not sure what the desired line is through there. Can I triple out of this? Oh, not cleanly, but I got very lucky with an accidental tyre tap. I'll take that. And then I'm just going to guess we're going to triple. We do. Nice triple. You can probably go quad double there. Honestly, I didn't hit the corner as well as I would like to. Another big double round to the left. I'm being very, very tentative going into these corners because I don't want to just fully explode up and over the berm. I'm kind of here for it. It does mean you have to be a little bit more precise rather than just cranking the bike over and holding on for dear life. Another big old double. Right, I'm going to try stepping onto this and then off. Can we go inside here? Is there anything to hold you? Not particularly. You go double, triple. I like that you have the option to double in there and you can still get a triple out. I know it's very hard to build jumps in a way that let you recover in a rim section. It's usually, if you don't triple in, that's it. You know, it's game over. But that was very nice. It allows you to do that. So we go step on, step off. I'm going to step on because I don't think I've got enough speed. Off again. Repair, we can go double. Little tyre tap, which is a very unnecessary one from me, but I just love them so much. Anytime I can tyre tap in this game, I 100% going to do so. So that was a lap with a lot of mistakes, a couple of crashes, and it was a 2-minute flat. So now I want to see what I can do with hopefully a lot less mistakes. Go triple, step on, step off, jump this straight because it turns to the left a little bit. Lovely. Let's get stopped in time for the rut. We did. Oh, we're over jumping. We're over jumping. It's fine. It's fine. To triple. Yes, triple again. Okay, this is nice and mellow. I think you could even just skim all the way through there with how mellow it is. Seems absolutely fine. Go triple. I'm going to check up a bit just to go on off normally rather than getting lucky. Big old triple there. Round to the left. We're going to go triple, triple just to be safe. Screw it round to the right. Another big double. See, I feel like now that I've got all the shaky bits out of the way, I feel like it's quite intuitive. Actually, it feels quite straightforward to learn. And I'm rocking my usual like 1.4-ish erode on this. I've only done 3 or 4 like actual laps, and it's already starting to dig down. You know, I think if this was in a slightly full lobby, this could get pretty darn deep. Which, oh god, I don't mind. I like when a sex gets a little bit rough, makes you be even more patient, a bit more technical, which I'm wondering how that will go hand in hand with the corners being a little bit different, or how the erode's even going to form, because I imagine there's going to be a deep rut at the start of it, and a deep rut at the end of it, and the middle is going to be fine, because like your bike goes light a little bit, because there's almost like a bump into and out of the corner. Oh god, coming in too hot. That's fine. Get off the back of her. No manipulation needed of the bike through there. You just hang off the back, right trigger. That was a 1:47.5. So the 1:50 to 2-minute lap time that they gave me, pretty much bang on there. I'm hoping that was a long track, because if that's a short track and I'm going 30 seconds slower than they said, then we're in trouble. Right, this is going to be it. This is going to be the moment of truth to see if this actually works or not. I mean, I think the hump's actually in the middle of the bike, which is odd, but it makes sense. So we're going to go second gear, full throttle, lean forwards. Actually, I ain't got my setup on. Now, the reason the setup is important is because it's got the spec tyres that come with the factory bikes rather than the standard Piboso ones. So, attempt number 2. But I remember at the very start of the video I said I don't know when this track's coming out. That is because it's just awaiting approval on the shop. It is going to be a shop track. So let's see how this goes this time. Second gear, sat down, revs completely maxed out. And it works. I felt the tiny little hump as the back wheel went up and over it. But that is a very, very ingenious way of making something work. There's very weird and wonderful things that people in the community do to try and combat like weird game physics, isn't there? And I really do enjoy it. Very, very unique things on track these days. Like not that long ago on the old Chupacabra Ranch, we had it where due to like in-game animations, you could do like constant practice starts with gates dropping over and over again. We had rubes recently with like animated like rabbits going around and characters that give you challenges to do around the track. And then here we just have a random bump on the start that stops you from doing a backflip. But you know what? Actually feels really nice. So W, I guess I'm all for the creativity. I'm all for people trying different things, and honestly, it probably wouldn't have even popped into my head at any point of building a track ever. But it wouldn't have even said, you know what, let me build this track in a way that people can actually start the bike properly in this game. So this is the smaller track. Lap times are meant to be about 1:10-ish, I hope. So we're going to spin a few laps, going to see if I can get near that at all. Got a long old rhythm section here. Oh my Christ, and we are on the factory 450 as opposed to the factory 250. And you know it's a factory bike because I don't think I would have survived that massive case there any other way. So big W, let's go step on, step off, although I feel like if I went all the way wide in the corner, I probably could have quadded that. Not, oh, that's quite a smooth little quad. Into the corner, round to the left. God, I'm just trying to remember what's coming up now. Go inside. Oh, I don't... Yeah, I've done that twice in a row now. I do not think that's meant to be tyre tapped. That would be very satisfying if it was, just like that one there. Just a little, we're up, little tyre tap. Step on, step off. Triple into the corner. This is a triple. Yes, oh my God, that sends you high. Holy moly. I'll be quite precise on the landing, or even on these bike suspensions, you will bounce back up to the moon. Another little tyre tap. Big old double. That's not the finish line. Okay, I thought that would be. We've got a little split lane over a roller here. I actually feel like going right-hand side would be quicker, so you can stay low. I like how they've added little bumps on the inside there to not make the inside really OP. Gives you a little bit of diversity when it comes to lines. So whatever I just done, I don't know if my lap counted. I don't think so. Try and hit this quad into the corner. Very smooth. It's actually quite a small quad there. Go triple. Quad again. Get on the binders. Very easy whoop section, I will say that. I'd like the whoops to be a little bit more on the challenging side. Probably on both tracks, not just one. We're going to check up and then double. Big old boot that sent you very high again. I've overdone it a little bit. It's fine. We're alive. To a step on. Step off. Triple. Another big triple. Going to check up even more this time. Going to quickly swerve to the outside though, because I've not got the line up to triple in. Can we quad out? Cheeky dab of the back brake. Lovely. Round to the left. Little tyre tap. Oh, it was the finish line. It was just, I think it's just because I was on that lap 1 that it was a little bit funky. So that was a 1:09. So yeah, about bang on to where they said the lap times would be. I actually think I prefer this one. This one's got a nice, pretty nice flow to it. Go triple in. You can definitely go quad into there. JGas did send me the description of the track and how it's going to be presented on the store. And they've said, you know, there are some quad ins viable, but they might not necessarily be the fastest way around the track. Which, in that last long rhythm section that I just saw, if you was to go quad in, you'd then end up not stepping onto a table. You'd land just before, you'd have to jump up it, which would send you very, very high. So obviously you always want to land onto an on-off table most of the time, so then you can get the wheels on the ground, get the momentum going forwards again. It's kind of a good way of approaching it. It's not making the massive quad-ins super, super OP. There's definitely pros and cons, I think, to both ways of doing it. One is simple on, off, and then triple. And I'm not sure if I'm a fan or not of how high these like Supercross triples send you. Luckily, these bikes are pretty damn good when it comes to over jumping things. You haven't got to be like super precise, but if you land a little bit sideways or a bit further than is savable, then you're gonna know about it. You're gonna have a trip off to A&E. But overall, two fairly solid tracks, and I think a pretty good way of just kind of grinding out the laps ahead of SMX or WSX or even 2024 Supercross. All are viable. So really good stuff. Thank you very much to the Dirt Push boys, and I mean especially Jgas for sending it to me a little bit early before it's released. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you could drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, I'd be very grateful. Have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're doing, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.